This is Deck Masters, the show where we don't just play our decks, we master them. Today, we are joined by Joel of Joel R Magic and Taalia Vess.
I'm Mia, and I own Cool Socks.
I'm BZ. Bees think I'm a flower. We're the Nitpicking Nerds, sponsored by Card Kingdom, the one, the only, the greatest, best, superior place to buy Magic the Gathering product, sealed stuff, accessories, whatever. They've got everything you need. They're going to ship it to you. You're going to be happy with that entire process. And if you use the link in our description, it'll let them know that we sent you and help keep our lights on.
Fast, convenient, easy, awesome. CardKingdom.com. That should be their slogan. We're also sponsored by Dragon Shield, best sleeves in the multiverse.
Good sleeves, that should be their slogan.
If you use the code
Nerds.
At checkout, you can save 5% of your room and text dollar on your entire order, which includes these new sleeves, which our editor called Nemo and Mascara.
Hey, real money tax dollars are tough to come by, and I don't want to have to waste any on sleeves if I can just save money with Dragon Shield and the Nitpicking Nerds link.
It's so easy, so awesome. And we have a Patreon. Thank you so much for everyone who appears on the screen right now. If you want to give the cats a treat, check out our Patreon. There's some awesome perks that you don't want to miss.
Now let's see what people are playing. Our first guest today is Joel from Joel R Magic, and he is playing Hearthhull, the World Seed. This deck is aiming to gain tons of advantage by playing and sacrificing multiple lands per turn. With this hand, Joel has 3 lands and a turn 3 Overlord to ramp into his bigger spells.
Our next guest is Taalia Vess, and she's playing the Capitoline Triad. She's looking to put high CMC spells into the graveyard to make her commander cost less and to get an emblem to make her creatures 9/9s. This hand helps her ramp with Traveler's Amulet and can get a head start in filling her graveyard.
I'll be playing Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. This is a budget build that focuses on being an aggressive take on Spellslinger. I want to cast spells and make tokens, using Balmor as my primary win condition. This 2-lander might look sketchy, but I can scry with Path of Ancestry before turn 3 by casting Balmor, and I have a little chat if that doesn't work, so I'm not too worried.
Today, I'm playing Mahadi, Emporium Master. This is a no rares allowed deck that looks to have things die on my turn so I can make massive amounts of treasure. My hand lets me have some ramp, my colors, and a creature to sacrifice later, which is exactly what I'm looking to do.
Okay, I'm going first. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Let's rock and roll.
Good luck.
I'll draw. Starting things off, so simple. Path of Ancestry, pass.
I'll draw for turn. And I'm going to play an MDFC on the backside. Tapped, and I'll pass.
Card for turn. We're going to go Terramorphic Expanse. I'm going to go get a Montagna and pass.
I am going to draw. I'm going to play a Power Depot. Tapped. Pass.
All right, I will draw.
Change my mind. Got a green.
I am dropping an island, and then I'm going to tap 2 for Coruscation Mage, not paying the Offspring. I get to scry 1 because it's a wizard, just like my commander.
PC's already putting out the damage dealers.
Good
I'm
card.
going to bottom that, and then I'm going to pass.
I'll untap and draw. I'm going to play a Swamp as land for turn, and I'll tap 2, and I'll play Mindstone, and I'll pass.
Wow. Turn 2 plays. Can I keep it going? No. We are going to go Swamp, and we're going to say pass.
Okay, I will untap, draw for turn. I'm going to play Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, and then I will pass the turn.
All right, untapping with the Otter. Draw. Let's fire off an island. Time to go to combat. Mia, you technically have the most stuff in play. I will attack you for 2.
I will take 2. I'll go down to 38.
And then second main, I'll tap 3 for another setup card, Haughty Jin.
Ooh.
Currently has 0 power, but we'll see if I can get that to change.
Talia,
And,
get him.
that one.
He's playing creatures.
Leave me alone. Mia, it's on you.
I'll untap and draw. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play Dusk Legion Zealot. I'll draw a card and lose a life, and I will go down to 37. I will play a Mountain for turn, and then I will pass.
Card. We're going to say Shifting Woodland. We're going to pay the impending cost, green 1, of Overlord of the Hauntwoods, and I'll pass.
At your instep, I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to Artifact Land Cycle this. So is it Sojourner's Companion? There's one. Dark Steel's Citadel. Going into my hand. All right, I will untap, draw my card for turn. I'm going to play that Darksteel Citadel. I think I'm just going to have to slow roll a little bit here. I'm going to pay 1 for a Traveler's Amulet. Then I will pay 2 for Key to the City. All right, pass the turn.
All right, so I will untap and draw. I'm going to throw down a Riptide Laboratory. Could bounce wizards, potentially. All right, I guess we'll go to punchies with this Otter. Joel, your turn. Here's 2.
Down to 38.
And then I'm going to suspiciously pass the turn. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't like that. I'll draw for turn. I don't like his suspicious passing the turn.
If I had just said pass the turn, would you not be worried?
No, I'd still be suspicious.
Okay,
You have
okay.
all your mana up and you're a blue mage.
Ooh.
I don't trust Beezy. I'm going to tap
It's a good instinct.
3. Yeah, it always is. And I'm going to play Lagomos, Hand of Hatred. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to create a 2/1 with haste. And trample, if that matters, but I don't think it does. I'm going to poke Joel for 1, and I'll poke Taalia for 2.
Take it down to 37.
All right, I will take 2, going down to 38.
I'm going to go to end step, and this will die. And then I'll pass.
All right, I'm going to play Baloth Prime for 4. It enters tapped with 6 stun counters on it. That's going to pass it to Taalia.
Oh, all right. At your end step, I'm going to tap my key to the city to discard this Scour from Existence, which is a 7
Oh,
mana
man.
cost.
14 already?
I'm at 14.
Yeesh.
Oh, wow.
All right, and then I will untap, draw my card for turn. It says whenever this becomes untapped, I can pay 2, and if I do draw a card, which I think I actually might do, because I need more lands. So I'm going to draw a card, and then I'll draw a card for turn. Ooh, okay. All right, so I can pass the turn.
All right.
Okay.
I did not draw a land.
All right. At the end of Talia's turn, I'm going to tap 2 mana, and I'm going to play. You see a pair of goblins. To make 2 1/1 goblins, the Coruscation Mage will deal 1 damage to each of my opponents.
36.
Down to 36.
I am at 36.
I will pay blue, and I'm going to cast a little chat, but I'm going to casualty one of these goblins I just made. So I'm going to get 2 versions of the card on the stack. You guys take 1 damage from the Coruscation Mage.
35.
35.
35.
All right, let's resolve the first one. Top
Don't we
2.
all want to punch Beezy right now?
Why would you want to punch me?
Well, you're the only one still at 40.
And the second one, just take that one, be responsible. And one tap and draw. This Jin now has 2 power. Let's go mountain. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to play Arcane Signet, which, as it turns out, is a non-creature spell. So you guys take 1.
34.
Down to 34.
What the heck? I'm going to go to 34 too.
I'm going to go to combat now, and I've got 3 little fellas. So we're going to send this Coruscation Mage at Taalia to complete the trifecta. And Joel, I will send a 1/1 goblin at you.
Is it walking quietly? Because there is a sleeping Baloth Prime here.
No, it's sprinting and it's blasting music.
Oh my God, I go down to 33 loudly.
I will go down to 32.
After that, quite frankly, I'm done.
I will untap and draw. I'm going to play a swamp for turn. I am going to tap 3, and I will play my commander, Mahadi. He says, at the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each creature that died this turn. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to create a 2/1 again, and he's going to punch Taalia this time for 2. And then Joel gets 1, because I can't get into Beezy, unfortunately.
I have cleverly left back a 4 toughness blocker.
Down to 32.
Down to 30.
I'm going to tap 2, and I'll play Lazotep Reaver, and I'll get a little 0/0 with 1 counter on him. And then I'll move to end step. At end step, this will die, and then Mahadi will make 1 treasure, and then I'll pass.
Oh, nope. Stun counter comes off. Baloth Prime still sleeping. We are going to tap 2 for Explore. I'm going to draw a card. We are going to play Twilight Mire, and we'll say go.
All right. At your end step, I'm going to pay 1, sacrifice my amulet, and search for a basic land. I will find a snow-covered waste and put it into my hand. All right. And then also I will activate Key to City, discarding this Phyrexian Triniform. So that's 9. So now I have 24 in my graveyard. All right. Then I will untap. I'm just going to draw. I'm going to play my snow-covered waste. All right. So I'm going to pay 2 for Marvin Murderous Mimic. I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, it's time for more stuff. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to play Prismari Command. I'm going to choose to destroy Key to the City because it has hurt me in the past, and because you've already discarded 55 mana value worth of stuff, and I'm also going to make a treasure token.
I'll take 1, going down to 33.
That's true. 1 damage.
Taking 1 down to 31.
I am going to go down to 29. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate that Key to the City because it's going bye-bye. And I will discard this Bygone Colossus.
Jeez. So you're set.
which
You're
is
good on mana.
9.
Yeah.
And with the key to the city also in the graveyard, I'm definitely at 30 or more.
I think it's 2,000 now.
2010 billion?
Yeah, I think so.
Please, nobody but Jukabaga.
Time to
Please.
untap and draw. All right, I'm going to tap 6 mana. That's right, 6. And I'm going to play Pull from Tomorrow, X equals 5. So you guys take 1. And I'm going to draw 5 and then discard 1.
2.
Wait, is that a sorcery?
This is an instant.
Dang it. Okay.
And it doesn't have 1 power.
Okay.
I'm living in your head, Taalia.
Oh, you are. What the heck? Okay, I'm going to go down to 28.
I'm at 30 after that.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just let me know if you play a sorcery, okay?
I'll tell you the exact time that one of us casts a sorcery.
I'm going to discard a sorcery. I'm going to discard Deep Analysis.
Okay.
All right, then I will play a land for turn, a Ferris Lake. Pretty awkward land to play, actually. I'm going to pay 2 life for a Gataxian Probe. I will go to 38. That will trigger Coruscation Mage.
Oh, we take 1 for that. Yeah. So I'm at 17.
I'm at 29.
I'm not at 17. I'm at 27.
I think just for simplicity's sake, I'll look at Mia's hand because she's next to me physically.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh,
That's how it works, right? We all look at what's easiest.
Yeah. You're scary with that deck too, so I got to know what you got lurking in the wings here. You have so much removal. All right, noted. I will then draw from that. Okay, I now have a 6/4 Haughty Jin, so it would seem silly not to get in with that. Mia, I think you're at the most out of everyone, right?
I think so.
All right, 6 coming in.
Sure, I'll go to 25.
I think I'm the threat. After that, is there anything else I want to do? Yeah, whatever, why not? I will tap 2 mana with this treasure and the lake. And I'm going to go for a Frantic Search. You guys are going to take 1 damage.
24.
I'll draw 2, then discard 2.
26.
28.
Pitch Chaos Warp and an Apprentice. This will go up 2. I will untap 3 lands. And then I will tap 2, finally, for Balmor. I'll scry 1 because it's my commander. We'll go ahead and leave that on top. And now I'm going to pass the turn for real. So I was super indecisive this turn. Ultimately, I decided it was better to play Frantic Search because I was on the fence after I attacked and I missed 2 damage on Mia. But I think it's important when things sort of go off the rails and you have a complicated turn not to compound your misplays. So just because I missed 2 damage doesn't mean it's still not correct to play Frantic Search in that spot.
I feel like it's so easy sometimes to get in your head and be like, oh, well, if I messed up here, I'm going to, you know? So I'm happy that you were able to get back into focus and that sort of thing.
Yeah, keep it cool.
Yeah, it's hard not to, but it's easy to when you put your decks on moxfield.com, the best place online to be listing all of your cards.
We have all of the lists for this deck, this game with decks in it, in the description. You can click on all of them, and you can see all of them, and it's perfect. And it helps you keep your deck under control.
I'll untap and draw. I'll play Bloodfell Caves as land for turn. I'll gain a life. I'll go up to 25. I'll move to combat. I'm going to make a 2/1 and Joel 2.
Taken 2. 26.
I'm going to pay 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to play Gaius Van Balsar. He is a Final Fantasy guy. He's a 3/2 that says, when he enters the battlefield, I'm going to choose one. Each player sacks a creature token, non-creature token, or enchantment of their choice, and I'm going to say non-token creature.
Non-token creature.
Yikes for Joel.
Yikes for you, Taalia.
Well,
Right.
it's just a 2/2.
Coruscation Mage down.
Dusk Legion Zealot down.
Bye, Marvin.
And then I'm going to move to end step. I have a few things that happen. This token will die. Mahadi's trigger is on the stack, so I'm going to create 5 boys, or 5 treasures, so I'll have 6 treasures total. And because of Logomos, I'm going to tap him before the turn ends, and I'm going to go find any card I want.
Yeah, Demonic Tutor. Seems good.
All right. I think I've got what I need.
Just because I want to use this mana now. EOT. I'm going to Beast Within, and we're just going to go ahead and target the Balmor.
Yeah.
Why you guys gotta do that?
Get it out of here.
Whatever, Joel, I'm responding. It's a counterspell. I'm gonna play Arcane Denial, which will trigger my Balmor if that matters. Everything will have +1/+0 trample.
I'll respond. I didn't know exactly what he might be doing, so I got a Wild Magic Surge. I could hit... Yeah, Balmor's probably the best option, honestly.
All right, that's gonna resolve. So Balmor's gonna die, and it will be taxed by 1. Then I'm going to flip to hit a creature. There's not that many in here, so hopefully it's quick. All right, Gale, Waterdeep Prodigy. All right, and then Arcane Denial is going to counter the Beast Within.
Yep. And then go to my turn.
Yep.
Gotta hand it to you. This was some pretty good sequencing. You had Gaius in your hand from the very beginning, and you waited until he caused 4 deaths, because then you had stupid Lagomos to go Demonic Tutor with.
Lagomos is so nasty in this deck. It's just so easy to get those 5 deaths, which in any other deck would seem like a pretty hard, stipulation to come by. But for this one, I'm looking to do that every single turn. I know it might look a little weird that I am targeting Balmor with Wild Magic Surge here, and I feel like I could have bargained a little bit better with Joel. We have a little bit of talk on what we should remove. I didn't realize that he would be doing it on my turn. I thought he would wait a little bit longer, but since BZ was going to counter it, I had to fire it back just so that it actually died before it got around to your turn. Balmor is very cheap, but also when you make BZ cast it a lot more, Balmor is costing more mana. That way you can't chain multiple spells together and you can't make your creatures that much bigger.
Yeah, it sucks for me when Balmor costs 6 mana. It's really, really tough to pull that off. And actually, Balmor is a good example. But Dominaria United, in general, the stained glass arts, they're really cool, but they do curl, which is unfortunate. But Foil Armor fixes it by putting the curled cards, the culprits, the offenders in the deck box, in the whatever package you want to put them in. Stick a Foil Armor packet in there. It will decurlify them with the humidity.
I love it because Mahadi is the same way. Yeah. Mahadi is from Baldur's Gate.
So curly.
Yeah, those curl so badly. But I put these Foil Armor packets into my deck box. I just left it there, and then next thing I know, all my cards were perfect.
Genuinely,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's just part of our routine now. Every once in a while, if a deck looks curly, pull it out, stick it in the box for a day. Now you're good to go for a while. Foil Armor, link in the description. Check it out.
We can draw some cards if you want. I'm going to draw 1, and you may draw 2.
I'm going to go ahead and do that if that's all right with everybody. All right, we're going to go Command Beacon, and then we're going to pay 3, and we're going to play 6, and we are going to pay 2 and cast Lightning Greaves. Galaxy Foil, what's up? I'm going to move to equip Greaves to 6, and we're going to go to attacks. Taalia, I believe my only open attack's at you. I apologize. 2 to you.
Excuse me?
Whenever it attacks, I mill 3, and then I can put a land card from among them into my hand. I milled Loot, Braids, and Rocky Tar Pit. Rocky Tar Pit's going to go into my hands.
I'll take 2. Going to 24.
So then, we'll go to end step. Overlord drops a counter, and a pass.
At your end step, I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cycle Hollow 1. So I will discard to draw a card. Untap. Draw for turn. I will play a Foundry of the Consuls. All right, so I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast my commander.
Sound it out. Sound it out. Sound it out.
God, the pressure. How do you say it? Capitoline Triad. Capitoline Triad.
The Cap Triad for short or something.
Yeah.
The emblem is there. I do have to exile 30 mana cost. Okay.
You have to count cards and total mana value. My brain can't handle 2 different numbers.
20, 21, 22,
That's a lot for Magic players.
25, 26,
Seriously.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I know. Why did I decide to play this hard deck?
Who would do this
I
to
can't even
themselves?
count to 30.
Exile 30. I can't even say the commander. All right. This is exiled. Boom. Commander's out. Emblem's out. And I will pass.
Okay. It's a lot of things. I'm going to go to the untap step. This actually should be 9. And then I'll draw. Okay. Island. At least we are hitting land drops. All right. We are going to tap 3. 1, 2, 3. For one of my favorites, Vadric, Astral Archmage. When he enters, it becomes day. All right. It is daytime. I get to keep track of that. Lovely. I'm going to go ahead and tap a single blue mana and lose 3 life to 35 to flashback Deep Analysis from my graveyard. This will reduce Haughty Jin's power. And I'm going to draw 2 cards if that's okay. I'm going to pay 1 mana and I'm going to cast Hard Evidence from my hand. Create a blue crab and investigate. But Gale's going to trigger and I can cast an instant from my graveyard. I'm going to choose Frantic Search. And I will pay 2 mana for that. So we're going to resolve Frantic Search, if that's all right. 1, 2. Ooh, discard Drownyard Temple. That's some value. Untap 3 lands. I guess these 3. Then we will resolve Hard Evidence. Frantic Search is gone. If you thought draw 2 was good, get ready for make a crab and a clue. Not a cute clue. That's pretty disgusting, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to tap my mana. I'm here to play spells. I will use Ferris Lake to make blue-red, and then make an additional blue-red. So I have 2 blue, 2 red. I'm going to cast Haze of Rage with its buyback cost. It is reduced by 2 because of Vadrik and Haudijin, so I pay 2 mana for it. So I have 2 blue floating. Haze of Rage has Storm. It is a sorcery with Storm. I have cast Hard Evidence, Frantic Search, and that's it. So there will be 2 extra copies of Haze of Rage on the stack. It says, creatures I control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So I'm going to ask to resolve these 3 copies of Haze of Rage to give +3/+0 to my team, and then the Haze of Rage would go back to my hand if it resolves. That also triggers Gale. And Gale would like to target an instant in my graveyard. We're going to go for Pull from Tomorrow. I have 2 blue floating. Haze of Rage is not resolved yet, so all I can do is cast Pull for X = 2, which I will do. So it will say draw 2, discard 1, if that's okay. So we'll draw 2, discard 1. This gets exiled. Pitch a land. And then we'll go +3/+0 to the team. Haze of Rage back to hand. And now we've got some angry boys.
And a wide open Joel.
I don't even know what you're doing that for. Why are you doing that? Don't do that.
And a wide open. I like that. Taalia. A wide open Joel. I'm going to send Gale and the Goblin. So 8 coming at Joel. And let's do, 7, 10 at Mia because she just tutored.
Down 18.
15.
Damage has been dealt. I am a threat. I'm passing the turn and don't hurt me.
I'm going to kill you if given even half a chance.
I'm going to back her up or watch and applaud. Either way.
BZ, you don't have any mana open?
I have no mana open. I have a clue open. I have the day representative token open, but no mana.
No blue mana? Okay.
Is that a clue or a pork chop?
I drew it real bad. Honestly, I'm just going to roll with it at this point.
I'm going to pay 2 and I'm going to play Plumb the Forbidden. I'm going to sack Lazotep Reaver and I'm going to sack my little token. And I am also going to sack Gaius. And I'll draw 4 and lose 4. Going down to 11.
Holy moly.
Gotta do something, right? Okay, so the death counter right now is 3. I'm going to play a Swamp as land for turn. I'll move to combat. I'll make a 2/2. And I'll use a 2/1 with Trample.
Shoutouts to the 0-3 crab.
I do have a 9/9.
Sorry, Joel. I'll poke you for 2.
Making 2, down to 16.
It is free.
Get her back, Joel. Get her.
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to play Extract a Confession. It is a sorcery if you want to counter it, but each opponent's going to sack a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control if you let it resolve.
That is a tough.
That's it. That's the one.
She waited, and it paid off.
I'm going to pay 2 for a Warping Whale.
That's fine.
I don't like that. Was that a trap?
No, I don't have a better sorcery if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
I'll go 7 for Dusk Mangler.
Ooh.
I'm going to sacrifice this token. The death counter's up to 4, so each of you guys is going to sack a creature, discard a card, and lose 4 life.
No! What the heck?
That's bad news. I'm going to lose this Gabo.
Mia.
I lose 4 life, go to 31, and I'll discard.
Discard Rocky Tar Pit. Sacrifice my creature.
Okay, I gotta sacrifice my commander, sad. My land is going to the graveyard. And I take 4, going to 20.
So I'm going to go tutor with Lagomos now.
Yeah, 5 things have died again.
If I lose 4 life, I'm down to 12.
You know, I only run commons and uncommons in here, so it's kind of hard to find a board wipe at times.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll take this. And I'll move to end step. 7 things have died. So I have 8 treasures now. And then I'll pass.
Not bad.
Perfect turn. All right, this is going to be super annoying. But we're going to play Afterlife from the Loam. I'm going to pay 3 black, and I'm going to exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to delve the rest of the cost. So I'm going to target Braids in my graveyard. I'm going to target... what creatures do you have in your graveyard, Taalia?
I have Marvin.
Is that it?
That's it.
It's Marvin. What have you got, BZ? Coruscation, and what is the other one?
The Otter that pings and Loyal Apprentice, which makes a Thopter.
If I were you personally, I might grab my Gaius because you can have everyone sack a non-token creature of their choice, and that might get rid of some of the stuff on BZ's end. And you can sack him to himself if you want.
I like that plan. So I'm going to take Gaius from you, and I'm going to sack Gaius. Everybody else is going to have to sacrifice a non-token creature. I am going to take the Marvin from Taalia, and I'm going to take the Coruscation Mage.
He's been conscripted against me.
Coruscation Mage and Marvin. And then the Gaius comes in, but I'm going to sack it immediately.
Right, because they are made with tokens, but they are not tokens. They are the physical cards.
Those are actual cards.
I'm going to lose Gale, I think.
I think just because I'm afraid of BZ swinging at me, I think I have to lose Lagomos, unfortunately.
Okay. Afterlife from the Loam has resolved. I suppose we'll move to put Greaves on Braids. I'm going to go to end step. A couple things are going to happen. Overlord's going to lose its last counter and become a creature. And I'm going to sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. I'm going to sacrifice Marvin. And if I do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent of their choice that shares a permanent or a card type with it. So you would have to sacrifice an artifact or a creature.
Honestly, I think I'm going to sacrifice this poorly drawn clue.
I'm going to sacrifice this token.
Oh my god, so I have to sacrifice my land?
No, you can decline.
Yeah, you can also decline. If you decline, you lose 2 life and I draw a card.
I decline.
You lose 2. Marvin is back in your graveyard since that'll be relevant for you.
Okay, I will untap and hope that I draw something. Gosh, I guess I'm just going to have to play this. That's all I have. I'm going to play Ultima, Origin of Oblivion. Pass.
On end step, I'm going to pay 3 mana,
You're going to kill Ultima?
4 life, and I'm going to play Covenant, Fire Covenant. I'm going to aim it at the genie.
Oh, okay, so pay 4 life, kill the haughty Jin.
Yeah, I'll go down to 7.
Yeah, Fire Covenant, not good for killing 9/9s, but it is good for killing 9/4s. All right, so it's on me now.
Yes.
Still daytime. Can you believe it? Draw a card. I'm going to go for a Exotic Orchard. I'll see what I can do. I don't know if I can do much, but we'll get back Balmor out for 4. And you know what? I might as well scry off it. No, get out of here. Bottom. I'll tap 2. Play a Thunderclap Drake. All right, let's tap a single blue for a Salundi Vision. That will trigger Balmor to give my creatures +1/+0 trample. And I'm going to look at the top 6 for an instant or sorcery. I guess I'll show you guys the Thought Scour. I'm playing it.
How?
Wait, like, is Exotic Orchard not blue? Oh, it's not blue? No one's even, no, Joel has it everywhere, right?
Yeah, I do have it everywhere.
Phew. That was close. I'm going to play Thought Scour.
Can you sack it right now?
Trigger Balmor. I'll target myself to mill 2, and then I will draw. And then my instants and sorceries cost, Vadrik is 3 power, so they'll cost 4 less. I will play Haze of Rage with the buyback for a single red. That will trigger Balmor. And then I have cast 1, 2, 3, 4 spells this turn. So there will be 3 extra copies on the stack.
Uh-oh.
So we got numbers. We got numbers here.
That's a lot of numbers.
They're all going to resolve. So that will be a total of +7. This will go back to my hand. So we will send the crab at Joel for 7 and Vadrik at Mia for 8. And they do have trample.
I'll block both of these in front of Vadrik.
Okay.
I got to put Braids in front of the crab. I'm going to put Braids in front of the crab. I'll take 4 and kill the crab.
I'll take 1.
So crab down, Vadrik down,
6.
Duskmangler down, and Mahadi also down. All right, I'm making moves. I'm passing turn.
Untap and draw. Practice to draw a card. I'll pay 2 for Wily Goblin. I'll make a treasure token. I will pay 1 for Dockside Chef.
Okay.
Joel, what do you have?
6/5 Overlord, 2/2 Coruscation. Oh, are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Like what's our plan for the next time? Taalia, I'm also sure you're scared of BZ to some extent. So
Yeah, honestly, right now I've been so unable to get past 6 lands with this landfall deck that I'm just so screwed. I'm just trying to stem the tide at this point. I'm probably still a turn or 2 away from doing anything super significant. Mostly I'm concentrating on removal. I'm trying to draw cards so I can remove BZ's board and survive longer.
Oh, what's up with you, Taalia?
Well, I don't have anything going on for me, honestly. I'm kind of stuck on lands too. And I don't have any significant creatures in my hand right now. I I don't have any interaction in my hand right now. So yeah.
I mean, you do have a bunch of mana.
I mean, she has a 9/9 and like 10 mana next turn.
Yeah.
Well, that is true because my lands will tap double. So that is true. So I can at least maybe recast my commander.
Yeah, you have the Foundry too, which would make 2 more 9/9s.
They do tap for double. You're right. So I can do that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she's scary right now. But if you remove Ultima, she's knocked down a peg.
Hopefully, though, they think each other is scary. Because I'm definitely not scary.
Yeah, I guess I was downplaying that a little bit. I do have things I can do.
I'm going to go down to 1 treasure. And I unfortunately have to play Zoth Consumption.
Oh, each opponent loses 4?
And I gain 4. That's the important part.
27.
Down to 4.
Sad.
Yeah, I'm not happy with anything I'm doing right now either, but I think it's the only thing I can do to live. And I'm going to bounce this swamp to my hand and play Rakdos Canarium. And then I'll pass.
Ooh, nice untap sound.
You like that? I got to do something over here. Sound effects. Okay, we're going to have some fun. Let's go 3 for Mossborn Hydra. Enters with a +1 counter. And we are going to play Swamp and double it up to 2 and 4. We are going to Splendid Reclamation 2 lands out of my graveyard.
Ooh, okay.
Slow down, Speed Racer.
I know, right? 1 doubles it to 4. A second one doubles it to 8. If I could just get 2 more triggers. We're going to go haste, shoddy boots on there. And we're just going to end the game here going full out at BZ.
Ooh, wait, one thing though. Before that, you played Splendid Wreck, so we've got 1 Coruscation Mage trigger.
Oh, yep. Everybody takes 1.
Down to 9.
I go to 26.
On the attack with Overlord, we get an Everywhere land over here. That doubles these up. We become 13/13 with Trample.
So that's 16, 18, 24, and I'm at 26?
Correct.
This is pretty scary, because Talia's got a 9/9 that I have to think about.
This one has Trample. This one does not. Neither of these do.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do, all right? I'm blocking Coruscation Mage with Balmor, and I'm letting through 22.
Rock and roll. Welcome to the dungeon down here with me.
Yeah, now no one can say anything. I'm at 2. Or sorry, I'm at 4. 4 life.
And with that, the 2025 season ends for Joel. Pass.
So I thought that after I started trading off my creatures, I was being really aggressive this game, which is I think is what this deck wants to do. I thought the game was going to slow down and I'd be able to just untap with no threats. Joel destroys me out of nowhere. The one thing I was thinking about this turn is how much damage can I soak up? The most I could have blocked, since the Hydra has Trample, was the Overlord, which was 6. But if I do that, I'm dead to Taalia or you having a removal spell for her Ultima, which was a 9/9 because of the emblem.
Yeah, I think that it was so crazy. I was like, please, I need something to kill BZ right now, or at least damage him because I don't have that damage and my removal isn't coming. And then Joel came down and just smacked BZ in the face. I love it.
As Joel tends to do on the show.
All right, I will untap. Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, 2. This taps for 2 mana now because of this. So I have it that heralds the end. That is a tongue twister. It is a 2/2, but it's actually a 9/9, and other colorless get +1/+1. You know what? I'm just gonna do the fun thing. All right, so I'm gonna play Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. Tezzeret does enter with 4 loyalty counters.
Are we about to see the best Gingerbrew of all time?
Yeah! How did you know?
Oh my God, he's in your head. He lives rent free.
How did you know?
He is the landlord.
-3. I'm gonna go search for Gingerbrew. Wow. You're reading. You just know.
I was just thinking to
This
myself,
guy.
what's the worst thing Taalia could have right now?
For me.
And it's
That's
Gingerbrew.
the
Yeah.
word. Gingerbrew. Now, so with that 1 floating mana, I'll cast Gingerbroot. Gingerbroot is a 9/9, 10/10, with haste. Whenever an artifact enters, I get to put a loyalty counter on Tezzeret, so Tezzeret will go up to 2. Well, all right, I'm gonna send the flyer to Joel and the Gingerbroot to BZ.
Take 9, -5.
I'll pay 1 and it can't be blocked except for creatures with haste.
No haste. Unfortunate for me. Mia, do you want to save me?
How would I save you?
I don't know.
Give him a
I'm just
hug.
spitballing here. I'm just spitballing here.
So,
Hey, buddy. GG's.
I felt like I was going to get another turn there.
Murdered by a Hydra, bro. And then a 9-9 cookie.
Ginger.
10-10 cookie.
It's a 10-10. I'm just going to play this card. I don't know if it's a good thing to play. Let's just see. I'm going to play Mesmeric Orb. And it will put a counter on Tezzy.
Taalia is doing a great job at cracking the game wide open. Gingerbrute is really doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. He's pretty scary as a 1-1 in theory, but as a 9-9, he's gigantic and combat damage really matters this game.
Yeah, she was missing land drops early and she was like really stumbling, but I think she took the time, didn't panic, planned out her next couple turns, and then with Tezzeret was able to, like you said, crack the game open, kill 2 players at once, and leave the last player not even sure if they could kill you. So it was like a 1v1 at that point.
Yeah, I think that she bided her time really, really well and also kept attention away from her, so we were all attacking each other. It was a really smart play.
Yeah, when Joel and I start punching each other, you can just keep quiet. That'll usually sort itself out. Capitoline Triad also. Hi, Amber. Capitoline Triad is a pretty sweet card, and I'm looking to build it soon.
So I'm gonna mill 6. Karen Feeder, Tragic Slip, Infestation Sage, Felwar Stone, Pinnacle Monk, and Swamp. And then I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna pay 1 for Nested Shambler. I'm trying to figure out whether I should overload Vandal Blast on you.
Oh, I see.
Or just aim it at Gingerbrute.
I have no cards in hand.
Well, I also don't have anything to do against flyers. I think I'm going to aim it at Gingerbrute.
Sure. All right.
I'll pay 2 and I'll sack Nested Shambler. He'll die. I'll draw a card and I'll create a tapped little guy. I'll pay 3 and I'll play Weftstalker Ardent, but it doesn't really matter. Right now he's just kind of a chump blocker. Okay. You have a flyer? Yeah, and your flyer is a
10-10.
He's just a colorless guy.
He's just a colorless guy, and you're at what? You're at what, like 15?
I'm at 13.
I can't do anything about this. GG's.
All right. GG. Ultima. Yay. I did not expect to win.
GG's to everyone, and congrats, Taalia, on the win.
Crazy comeback. If you want to see the next episode of Deckmasters, you want to master more decks, you got to watch this video right now.